Hamitaki Betu washte. Marla Thunderbolt and Machiapi na chante washte na pe chiuzapi. Good day and welcome to Indigenous Storytime. I am Marla Thunderbolt, and today Tamera and I will be sharing a story called The Woman Who Lived with the Wolves. What we know about the story is that it is a true account of something that took place many, many generations ago. We also know that the place where the woman lived is located somewhere on the plains in what is now known as South Dakota. We are honored to share it with you today in both Lakota and in English. Hochwoju, oyate, ena wana tipi, ichuka, kanhi wichasha ki shungmani ahi na ota mawichanupi, naku lakota wia wan ko akia galapi, kanhi wichasha tipi hechia wia gile akipi cha, titakuya wicha giksuya na lila chante shicha, na chea ke. Wianki ableza pina hea pishke. Shina ki le ena woyute ki lena ichu na wakpala ta inachmaya.
The Minnekoju camp, which had settled down for the winter, was raided by Crow Indians. The Crows stole many horses and took a Lakota woman back to their camp. The woman was unhappy staying in the Crow camp. She missed her people. Some of the Crow women saw this and took pity on her. They gave her food and a blanket and told her to hide by a creek near the camp.
Hocha mini agalagala inachma ke na oyu yok baza cha gli cha gu. Ichunga chungmani te tanka nub el hipi na Oksha chlo omani pike. Do kanyesh ena kte bi kta ke chinke shigmani te tanka ki washte chapi cha ob wanchag ob you oni hampata kya si glu hapi ke.
She hid herself in the bushes along the banks of the creek. A short time later, some of the Crow men came looking for her. While the Lakota woman was hiding, 2 large wolves came upon her. The wolves growled at her and circled around her. The woman thought the wolves were going to kill her, but the wolves treated her kindly and guided her along a path to the east. The wolves and the woman traveled together while the Crow were chasing them.
Blaya chanka gla bi eha o shichecha tanka wa hihuni na ichuka Shigmani te tanka aken nub hel opa pike. Hetan techia mani pi ash hechana galapi. Kagi bichasha ayala upi. Heha gawiga pi. Wo yake ki le wo ashake yuha. Lakota wianki le o shichecha ahi cha heon kpapte. Dua o shichecha ichuch omani ki le woya ke ki giksuya ehantastakani dokakteshni.
A raging blizzard caught the woman and her wolf friends in the open prairie. 2 more wolves joined them as they walked through the blowing snow. The small wolf pack and the woman struggled through the snowdrifts and the cold winds. There is power in this story. The woman was able to get safely away from the Crow because of the blizzard. If one is traveling in a blizzard and remembers the story, one need not be afraid.
Ampetu ota mani pi eha, winuk jala baha ea picha hel ihuni pi. Irura, Oha Ochloka, Wan Cha Shugmani te Tanka ki Wia ki Etkia Aglapi, Ohochlaka, ki Tima Iaya, Yukan Lila, Shich Amana Ge, Ishta ki Echel Itaya Cha, Okshaksha Etuma, Yukan Shugmani te Tanka ki Ataya Timach Baya Bige. Do Kanyesh Ahiupi na Kizapik ta Gechin Ash etan Takchawa Yusloha Utimahel Ichupi Cha Obote.
After many days of traveling, the small band reached Squaw Buttes near present-day Opal, South Dakota. They came to a cave in the rocks, and the wolves forced her inside. The cave had an awful smell. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw many wolves in the large den. She thought that the wolves would tear her apart. Instead, the wolves dragged in a deer, tore it apart, and shared it with the woman.
Shigmani te Tanka ki Lena Atia Tioshpa ye Hechapi. Wichon Chage Dona Atia Hel Tumpi. Hun Hokshi Aziaki Chbayapi. Hunch Tanktankapi Chahena Wakue Hechapi Hunch Ochishich Hena Ti Awayankapi Shigmani te Tanka we Chakchalaki Ish Jikjikalaki Lena Dokel Wakue Pi Hechel Unspe we Chakyapi Atia Awan Gicha Yankapi.
The wolves were one big family. Many generations of wolves lived together in the cave. Each wolf had its own place in the family. The hunter wolves brought in the heat. The mother wolves nursed their young. The elder wolves taught the younger ones the skills of hunting. The other wolves kept watch over the den. In this way, they all looked after each other.
Waniatu ata hechel ob ti chao ob woglake hena ia na wichach wianki lila wakabala na busia shikmani te tanka ki washte wichalaka na ish ea washtelaka pi wianki ish ea shikmani te tanka mana ayake shikmani te tanka ki makoche ki le sloliapi donha hu nupaki opta hiaya bi cha sloliaya bi shigmani te tanka ki lena hu nupaki ich eab shna ichumpi lakota ki tok jamanapi cha he wachtelapi shni.
The woman made herself a home in the den. She learned to speak and understand the wolves' language. The woman would dry and store the meat for the winter. She got along well with the wolves, and they got along well with her. Soon she smelled just like the other wolves. The wolves knew their country well. They always knew whenever the two-legged ones passed through. The wolves usually stayed away from the two-leggeds. The wolves did not like the way the two-legged smelled.
Wana timpsilapi washteshtepi ki le waheha wianki le hunkuki hehanta washigala chuintkuti ta ki chim shigmani te tanka ki ihake dueya ipi cha heha wianki le hunkuki wayanka picha oyo kapi wianki wanchak taoyate ki ekta glachim Ash hektakia igikjubikte ki heslolieshni. Shigmani te tanka ki happy doha taoyate el ki na ob unkta ehantash shina ki nupa hos si pi na I gichi ehantash wanuola gos CP.
At turnip digging time of the year, the woman's mother was still in mourning. She thought that her daughter had been killed. One day the hunter wolves saw the mother near the den. The wolves went back and told the woman. The woman wanted to go back to her people. She was worried that they would not accept her back. The wolves told her to wave her blanket 2 times if she wanted to stay with her mother. If she waved once, the wolves would come and take her back to the den.
Wana shugmani te tankaki ga ayala hunkuki wa wopta keapi cha wianki et kia iaya ata kichip yapin cha cheapi shina ki nupa koz ya cha shugmani te ki hektakia kiglapi ho le wianki irura otiwi e chapi sha ochloka ki he Lakota ki waka glawayapi wichoyake ki le wawoshake ikoyake cha waniatu eha olake ki ungna o shichechi wanji hihuninktem.
When the mother saw her daughter coming, she was so happy to see her that she cried. The woman waved her blanket twice to the wolves who were watching from the hills. The wolves saw this and went to their cave. The woman's name became Igura Otiwi, woman who lived in the rock. The rock is now considered a sacred area to the Lakota. Be careful of this tale, because if it is told on a winter night, it might cause a blizzard.
Thank you for joining us on Indigenous Storytime. We hope you tune in for our next reading. Don't forget to visit us on www.indigenousstorytime.org. Pilamaya. Thank you.